Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Drew. This is Just a Guy Linux. And yes, friends, this is a little bit different because I generally don't show my face on camera while I'm doing a how-to video. And this is wrong on both accounts, apparently, because I'm not going to do a how-to video and I am showing my face on screen. However, I do have something to talk about, and I'm not sure I'm going to have a lot of content coming out between now and the end of the year, but I probably will have one or two things. But this is going to be a little bit different because, like I said, it's not a how-to video. So what is this about? So I've been thinking about this a while, and while we have been kind of hitting around it during the podcast, the Linux Cast podcast, recording on YouTube every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, every year we hear this is the year of the Linux desktop, and I'm going to say it, I'm just not buying it anymore. And don't get me wrong, Linux is the best. I'm a shill. More precisely, I'm a Debian shill. It powers everything from smartphones to supercomputers, and it's done that because of its flexibility, freedom, and the community. But honestly, Linux doesn't have to be the answer for every desktop user, and it never should be. The real focus should be attracting the talent that will help Linux grow into something even smarter and more efficient and better for those who choose to use it. So let's talk about that. You know, every year we see people push this idea that Linux should somehow compete with Windows or Mac OS and that it should be the desktop that everyone uses. But here's the thing. Linux isn't for everyone, and we need to be okay with that. It's always been about freedom of choice and customization and not about getting the most users. The beauty of Linux is that it can be whatever you want it to be, whether it is a server or a workstation or a desktop for the right user. So the year of the Linux desktop rhetoric doesn't matter as much as it used to. Instead of obsessing over market share, let's focus on something more important, like making Linux smarter, making it more capable, more innovative. And that just doesn't happen by appealing to everyone who wants a plug-and-play operating system. It happens by attracting talented developers who want to help push Linux forward, evolve it, and solve problems that only the right contributors can solve. So here's the truth. Linux doesn't need to be the go-to desktop for every casual user. What it needs is talent, the kind of skilled professionals who are passionate about building better systems, people who are smart enough to solve real-world problems and make Linux a more powerful, more intuitive, and more useful tool for developers, for power users, and anyone else who chooses it. And the talent I'm talking about isn't just about filling up GitHub with more code or GitLab with more code. It's about bringing in skilled engineers, designers, and even UX experts who can help make Linux not just more powerful, but more intelligent. We're at the point where Linux is growing, certainly, but it's not about attracting anyone who can use a desktop. It's about attracting the right people to tackle the tough problems and create solutions that make Linux smarter and faster and better. Because the truth is, Linux needs innovative minds, the kind of talent that can build next-gen systems and enhance security and optimize performance and create a better user experience for those of us who rely on it every day. It's about attracting problem solvers and not just users. So let's be clear. Community-driven projects are at the heart of Linux. Projects like Debian and Arch have proven that when passionate people come together, they can create something amazing. The Linux ecosystem wouldn't be where it is today without that volunteer spirit. But to ensure that spirit continues to thrive in the future, we need to attract resources, skilled contributors, funding, and sustainable support. It's not about replacing the volunteer effort. It's about complementing it by bringing in professional developers. And we need to help reduce the burden on volunteers and attract more contributors and create a healthier ecosystem overall. What we need is a system where professional contributors and community-driven projects can coexist and elevate each other. A healthy ecosystem means both the freedom and flexibility of community projects supported by the expertise and innovation of professionals. Together, we can make Linux smarter and not just bigger. So let's stop thinking about Linux as the alternative desktop that needs to overtake everyone else. And let's stop pretending that we need to be the operating system for casual users. Instead, let's focus on attracting the best talent to help Linux evolve. The future of Linux lies in its ability to grow smarter and not necessarily outshine other operating systems, which we do, but if we get the right people, the right resources, and the right vision, Linux can continue to push boundaries in ways that others just can't. Linux doesn't have to be for everyone, but it does need to be smarter. And the only way to do that is by attracting the best and the brightest to help make it even better. So let's focus on what really matters, building a Linux ecosystem that thrives because it attracts talent, encourages collaboration, and empowers developers to create smart solutions. And let's build the future of Linux with innovation and not popularity. Anyway, guys, that is my take. I hope that you have a blessed Thanksgiving and holiday season. Later.